Yoruba are threatening to leave Nigeria, and it's very, very unbelievable because their son, President Tinubu, is a Yoruba man. But how then is Yoruba now saying we want to leave Nigeria? Now, it's on the Vanguard newspaper, and I'm going to show you on the screen. But this topic is being revisited again after Herdsmeñ invaded different parts of Nigeria over the weekend in Imo State, in Benue State, and we saw them run ragged. But Professor Akito said 29,000 Yoruba people have been killed by Fulåni Herdsmeñ. That is why Yoruba people say we don't have a future here, even though their son is the president. And it has really caused controversy on the newspaper stand today. Because Yorubas are now revisiting that statement. It is time for us to leave this country. But if you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, all notifications, drop your comments, click the like button, like this video, and also share with others. Therefore, evangelist, do you trust that Yorubas truly want to leave Nigeria?
My beloved brother, I must answer you the question that you just asked. Yes, actually, Yoruba really want to leave the country, but before they think of leaving the country, there are steps that they're supposed to take. You cannot just take because they have started killing your own people. That is the reason why on this you want to do what? Leave Nigeria. No, you must go through process. After all, Yorubas partner with the Fulanis to kill the Igbo during the war. So why are they now fighting to leave? Tinubu is the president of Nigeria, and it has been this phenomenon and the system that Nigeria have been running ever since. After the Fulani, the next people will be Yoruba. After Yoruba, Fulani. You people have been doing it, exchanging of hand. You have not seen Igbo man to rule Nigeria since the war. So, what is my business? If Yoruba now realize that they want to exit Nigeria, let them follow the due process. And it will not be something of now. Not because Igbos want to leave. They must follow the due because Igbos have not paid all their dues. So Yoruba need to pay their dues too.
Yoruba must pay their dues.
They must pay the dues.
Like which kind of dues are you talking about?
They say Yoruba is not serious. They are not serious. They need to come up with something, you know. You cannot be saying that you want to depart from a country and you are participating immensely. Even you are the president. Which other position do you really expect? You are the Attorney General, it's a Yoruba man. President number 1 citizen of Nigeria is a Yoruba man. Then when you come to House of this thing now, Yoruba man. So what else are you talking about? Most of the, the key positions in Nigeria are being controlled by Yoruba. So why are you now saying you want to leave? So for you to say you want to leave, one, you must make it officially. You must be sidelined. People must see the reason why you must leave Nigeria. Because Yorubas are participants of the marginalization. They contributed. They are given to Igbos. You can see it now. Even in this current administration, you can see the sideline, the way Igbos are being sidelined. Look at the IG. The man supposed to have leave the office for Igbo man to take up the office. But because the next person is Igbo, so Tinubu chooses to extend the man tenure so that he can continue. Being a Yoruba man, you can see it. Who is the chief of armed staff? Do you see Igbo man there? The chief of defense, do you see Igbo man there? IG, do you see Igbo man there? The Attorney General of the Federation, do you see Igbo man there? No, I am asking you.
Chief of Naval Staff, the Oga of the Navy is an Igbo man.
The Oga, which day? Because Igbos have started complaining and they have seen the level Igbos are going. That is why they make the chief of Naval Staff. The chief of Naval Staff, that they make the one that they make the chief of Naval Staff is for the purpose of what? 2027, because the Fulanis are revolted against Tinubu, and Tinubu is looking for a way to gain vote and to gain the heart of the Igbo. That was why he gave that man that opportunity.
Now, let's look at this other angle. We saw a Yoruba man today, elderly man, and he said that Yoruba shouldn't have fought on the Fulani side or on Nigerian side.
On the side of the Fulanis.
That Yoruba should have pushed to leave Nigeria the same way Ojukwu did. Are you thinking that because this interview now, I'll be bringing a Yoruba man too after you, but do you think that the Yorubas are now regretting fighting that civil war?
Of course, because they participated and they partner with that crime. They partner together. They are part of the people. Despite the fact that we are talking about go on. Yoruba contributed immensely for the massacring of the genocide that took place in Igbo land. Yes. After all, listen to me. I did been that Awolowo agreed because Awolowo and Ojukwu was the one who freed Awolowo from the Calabar prison. With the what? Ideology of go and raise your flag, I will raise my flag. Everybody go your separate ways. And Awolowo return back. And the next thing, he turned his back against their agreement. And that was why I said to you that Yorubas is not serious and they are not ready. They are chameleons. They are like this. They are not straightforward. So you don't expect us to trust them again. The Yoruba man that is speaking today is speaking because he himself have actually seen that they have made a huge mistake. They would have stand because for them, for Yorubas now, to leave Nigeria will be difficult too. And anything that makes Igbo Biafra to go, it will be very, very difficult for Yorubas to go. And the Yorubas are not ready to go to war. They are not ready to fight.
They are not ready to fight?
They are not ready to fight. And the Fulanis are pumping up, they are muzzling themselves up to do anything to make sure that they capture the remaining one. Since they cannot capture the Igbo, they make sure they capture Yoruba because they have captured some states in Yoruba. I am telling you nothing but the gospel truth. That was the huge mistake that Gowon ever made. And look at it today. Where is Gowon? Gowon is no more alive. Gowon is no, I said Gowon. Awolowo is no more alive. And Awolowo is nowhere to be found. Who are the people to face it? The people that he left behind. Of which this would have been the easiest way to make sure that he saved Nigeria from this present chaos. This thing wouldn't have taken place. Look at the way Yorubas have been massacred, as if they were animals. We are talking about Yoruba because the Igbos already know. And that is why whenever they come, they will tell you their problem like Igbo because they know say Yoruba is always partnering with them in their crime.
Now, let's look at this other angle here. This lovely morning. We saw argument between Yoruba and Igbo people. The Igbos are saying that they cannot trust Yoruba because to them Yoruba people are not straightforward.
Yes.
Yoruba people are saying that they cannot trust the Igbo people too. Or the Igbo people, they have pride and they don't listen to correction.
Forget pride. Forget pride. There's nothing like straightforward.
No, the question is that how do they find a common ground? So as to tackle the menace that is coming from the north, I'm talking about this killer Herdsmeñ.
See, my beloved brother, how to tackle it? Everybody fortify your territory. And that is just it. Fortify your territory. Is it not the Yorubas that stood up in the house and said that Fulåni, who sacrificed himself to give MKO Abiola the victory in 1993, June 12, you can see that the same Yoruba stood up in the house and said the man have not done anything, that he has not contributed anything, that will warrant his recognition in the national level. It's the same Yorubas. So I don't know, Igbos have sacrificed a lot to make sure that everybody have their peace in this country, but Yorubas always partner with the Fulanis whenever issues come regarding to the Igbos. So that is why they are not trusted and we cannot trust them. They are always betrayers.
We saw, for example, when Soyinka stood with the Igbos during the Civil War. We saw Adekunle Faji stood we saw him stood with the Igbo president then, the only Igbo president, and then in Nigeria we saw people like Deliver standing with the Igbo. If you say that the Yorubas are betrayers, isn't that a generalization that cannot make Nigeria become a one nation?
Now listen to me, and listen to me. Thank God you made mention of Fulåni, and you make mention of Fajuyi, who died along with Agui Ironsi. You made mention, these ones are the Yorubas that is different from the Yorubas. The Yorubas, you know, in the place where there is evil, you can still see good there. These ones are part of the good egg in the midst of the millions. When you are talking about a place or a tribe, check the Yorubas entirely. Let me tell you something. Do you know that during this Salah that just passed, that they stabbed an Islamist guys stabbed Igbo woman in Ogun State to death because of 1,500 naira? That they say that they are asking the woman said that she have not said anything, that they should wait. Not that she doesn't want to pay. And they started vandalizing her goods, and she decided to intervene. On that process, they stabbed her to death in Ogun State. Google it and do your findings. This Salah that just ended, I don't know, and I wonder when the Islam started to collect money on their Islamic day. Wetin concern me for your Christmas? If you no get money to kill ram or to kill anything, go and drink garri and sleep now. Now by force to do celebration that warrant you taking the life because it's an Igbo. Why can't I take the life of Yoruba or Fulani? Because it's an Igbo. So my brother, I know what I am saying. In Ogun State, this thing happened on Friday. That is Salah because of 1,500. For how long shall we continue with all this? So Yorubas have been, you know, many, I'm talking about in majority. I'm speaking in the angle of the majority.
But no, I said that same thing that Yoruba people are saying too. That the majority of the people, that's what they said. At least everybody was at the bus stop this lovely morning. The Yorubas are complaining at them. The Igbos do this to correction, and they like to take people's property by force. And Igbos are saying at them
property by force.
that Yoruba people cannot be trusted. And
point of correction.
How do they find a common ground? How do they work together in peace?
Please, please, please. There is something that I will not take and I will not tolerate it. Igbos has never taken anybody's property by force. Igbos work hard to earn their money. It is the Yorubas that sell their property to the Igbos. Nobody forced them. When the builder of the house, the owner of the house died, the children could not maintain it. They decided to sell the property and do O1B. And they call and they put it for sale. And moreover, anything that is for sale is made available for anybody. And who have the money, you know, acquires it. So Igbos will also, they value their money, they also for their money. They do not waste their money in all one bed, in party. So they decided the money that they save is what they use to acquire the property. They do not take it by force. They pay with their hard
this audacity to kill anybody anywhere, and we don't have that audacity to go to their place to go and commit all this. I've never heard that a Yoruba man go to Sokoto and go and commit a particular crime like killing a Fulani man or try to rustle a Fulani cow. How can you do that? I've never seen a Yoruba man that has that kind of audacity. The only thing Yoruba are known for is to defend our territory. We are not known for aggression, like try to dominate other people. But when you come to our land, I pray that God will grant us enough strength at least to defend our land. So with this one that happened in the Kwara, I've not known what actually will transpire, but it may be the beginning of a revolution that Yoruba will say no to excess killing of Fulani in our land.
But is it true that Yorubas are that woken up and see that the Fulanis are their enemies?
Yes, of course. There is no way we will not wake up. When we will be sleeping, one day will be one day we will wake up, and it's very, very evil, unfortunate that people have not been able to realize all this kind of thing, and they started chasing Sado, started chasing Omo Igbo, and I've been saying it that even if you say that Omo Igbo is not that our friend, but you cannot compare them with the Fulani now. Fulani are just too murderous, they are just too wicked, the way they do their things, they are after your life all the time. And I've been usually saying that if you see Omo Igbo, you see business, you see industrialization, but if you see Fulani, you see a fear, you see terror, you see land grabbing. Omo Igbo will not come and grab your land. It's either they purchase your land or they rent your house or they rent your shop. But Fulani, you see land grabbing. You see Fulani, you see religious intolerance. So it's very, very dangerous that Yoruba, we still don't see Fulani as our enemy. But it's not too late when we started waking up now.
Mr. Femi, it seems like Yorubas are now woken up now and begin to know who their enemy is. Since Yoruba cannot go face to face with the Fulani people, do you think that it's not too late that Yorubas are just starting to wake up now?
Yoruba, it's not too late. The first person that stand up among Yoruba is Tinubu. Don't you know Tinubu has stand up against Fulani? That is the truth of the matter. People don't know. Tinubu has stand up against Fulani now. He's letting them know that you are not the owner of this country. And that is why, even if we can ask ulterior motive, I salute his courage to jump out of PDP and come and support Tinubu instead of go there and support Atiku. Instead of Atiku, Fulani to succeed another Fulani, that is another city. That's what I'm saying. I've asked this morning that is it possible for a Yoruba man to still have dream of succeeding Tinubu? No Yoruba man will reason like that. Even if anybody want to contest from Yoruba side after Tinubu or when Tinubu is dead, everybody will be looking at him as somebody that is joking, that is not serious. But look at how Fulani, how they were so serious about Atiku succeeding Buhari. Even they even make attempts to bring in another northerners from the same APC. Let's agree or assume that it's a party affair. Atiku wanted to emerge as a president from PDP, and what about APC? If not that Tinubu stood his ground in APC, we will have another Fulani man or another northerner succeeding another Fulani.
That now the eyes are open. Can you tell us the history of how Sunday Igboho rose up and start fighting against the Fulani?
I don't like them to be sounding like Yoruba people are rising against it. I'm a Yoruba man. I know what I said when Sunday Igboho was inactive, pursuing Fulani. So coming out to generalize it that Yoruba are against him, then who are the people that we saw when Sunday Igboho was campaigning for disintegration of Nigeria? Who are those people? Who are those mammoth crowd? Are they Fulani or Igbo? No, it is the same Yorubas. So if you have some myopic or some saboteur, some mafadas among Yoruba, then they should specify, not generalizing it that Yoruba are against Sunday Igboho. I have my reservation about Sunday Igboho, but he was an hero, and they should not allow, because of that one, now fold their hand and watch Fulani to be terrorizing us. Sunday Igboho, when Sunday Igboho was talking, if we are talking about Yoruba nation. We are so many, and we cannot reason along the same line as they go. So it's about canvassing, it's about sensitizing until you are able to convince. Even Moses, when God wanted to commission him, he said, God, are you sure these people, are they going to trust me? Are they going to believe me? Until God gave him sign that when you went there, drop your rod, then I will show sign in that place. So it's so that even when God picked Moses, he didn't believe that his own people would trust him. So it's about convincing, it's about sensitizing people and let them know where you are going. So I don't buy the idea of when Sunday Igboho was talking in Yoruba. We are Yoruba. We support Sunday Igboho. I support Sunday Igboho chasing Fulani more than Sunday Igboho that is calling for the disintegration of Yoruba. If they say Sunday Igboho continue in that line, Sunday Igboho will still be in Nigeria. It will be, after all these Fulani men. So very, very unfortunate. And I will not want Sunday Igboho to keep quiet and think that some people don't like me. If you want everybody to like you, then you are a failure.
We are looking at the fact that the Yoruba elders are now waking up and saying enough is enough. They don't want to see the Fulani Herdsmen in their land. Do you think that this thing can be possible?
It's possible now. It's possible. It's message that you are going to send to them. Honestly speaking, if you're ready to send the message, you will send the message. If the whole Yoruba ready today and stand up that this is what we don't want, we are going to send the message to them. They are going to witness the message. It's about message. When they hostile to us, we should not be friends to them. When they unfortunately when they are hostile to us and we try to befriend all our political leaders, they try to befriend with them because of porridge. and the Jacob will now be selling his birthright. Then this is the result, and they are doing this business with innocent blood. Very, very unfortunate.
Now this is the final question. Now, Amotekun, what is the role of Amotekun now in Yoruba land? I know Kakapo is quiet. What is it Amotekun should do? Well, I know that they have this sophisticated weapon like
I'm still waiting for the result of a meeting that our governor from Southwest did. We have not been able to see the results. He has not been able to give back to any cogent measure to control the menace of Fulani, because I know recently they make there was some meeting, and we hear about raising 2,000 Amotekun to be chasing these people. So we have not seen their function. They have not been able to perform up to our expectation, and I'm now calling on them to wake up, because this thing has become
the government give them more harm. Like Tinubu should give them more harm, like AK-47 and the like.
Let me tell you, giving them arm is important, but political will to deal with enemy is much more than weapon. Even as they